Companies in South Africa prefer immigrants or foreigners to locals because locals are lazy. Yeah, this is a comment on social media, on Facebook. Is it really true? Is it because locals are lazy and foreigners are hardworking? I worked for a company in Limpopo, no, for a family in Limpopo, 22 people under one roof, Indians, and I was earning 400 rand per month, Sunday to Sunday. I've shared this on SABC to those who saw my interview on SABC. I spoke about this and I always share this. My boss back then would say, yes, I prefer foreign nationals. They are very hardworking. Look at you. You are doing all your work. You come, you do the washing every day, hand washing, by the way. Those Muslim garments they wear to work. I would wash all of that every day. I would clean the yard. I would pick the mattresses in the morning for 22 people. There were beds and mattresses on the floor for other people. So I would still power up all of that. This is me at the age of 18 doing that. I was preferred because I was very hardworking, right? No, that's not true. I was preferred because I was cheap labor that was available. And this is the case with many foreign nationals, especially our Zimbabweans, Malawians, Mozambicans. We are cheap labor in South Africa. You can afford that, somebody working that hard for so many people, and you pay them peanuts. They cannot complain because of their home situation. They're away from home in another country. They must pay bills. Their family back home rely on them. You cannot complain. You can't even go to labor. Some are illegal immigrants, so they can't go to CCMA. Is it hard work or is it exploitation? Just think about everything that you have gone through as a foreign national in another country. You appreciate the work. Yes, we all do. You appreciate that at least you are able to support your family. At least you are able to work. But on the flip side of things, the exploitation is just way too much. When I was working for that family, I spoke to my boss that I needed somebody to come and assist me because the work was too much. We hired a local South African. She came. She worked only for 3 days, demanded him money, and said she's not coming back. It was just too much. I'm telling you, it was too much. She was staying with her family. She was not paying rent, so she didn't need to go through that. And to make matters worse, um, their their toilets were clogged, and they didn't get a plumber to come and look into it. We were asked to wear plastic bags, my paper bag, and see what's wrong with the toilets. That was the last straw for that girl. And when we're walking home, she said, I'm not coming back. I'm not going to go through this. Why would they do that to us? And guess who came back to work? That was me. Praised. Yo, as a foreign national, this is why we prefer you. Look, you are back to work and she's not here. I don't like these local people because this is what they do. And inside, I cried, felt the pain like, I could walk away. I could just leave it. But it's hard to get a job. So I need to hold on to that. I did until at some point, well, I left. But did I stay because I'm this hard-working, loyal person? No, I wasn't. I stayed because I just needed the money. And this is also something that local South Africans complain about. That rather than to address these issues, maybe escalate this with the Labor Department and saying no, so that these employers wake up. As foreigners, we keep going back there. So they would think that, yeah, we don't have to change anything. There's nothing wrong with this because nobody's complaining. Fast forward, I moved to Joburg. Years later, I'm working for this other company. Amazing. I'm now in corporate. I have the skills that I needed, so I'm really up there. We decided to move office with the company, so we went to work somewhere else. My boss and I went to buy furniture for for the office, for the new office. Went to buy furniture, and that was tables and chairs. The company, sell the furnitures as they are not assembled, right? So you have to assemble it yourself, or they charge more and send somebody with you to go and put together the chairs and the tables. So I said to my boss, yeah, we need someone. He's like, nah, don't worry about it. We just need it as it is. I'll get somebody from the traffic light, from the robots, who will come and help. Right. We go to the office. I went home, and then in the evening I got a text that I need to be in the office. That was around, I think, 22, 23 December. I need you in the office, you and the other lady and the other guy. The other guy was also a foreign national, but from a different country. The lady was a local girl, and said, I need you guys to come to the office tomorrow so that you can put together the furniture. Because when we open in January, we just want to open and not have to worry about that. I'm like, but you said you're gonna get someone. I can go and look for somebody who can come and do it. It's like, shut up, shut up. You need to be in the office and call this guy. I can't mention their names, sorry. You need to call this guy and this lady, tell them. I called the guy. The guy said, oh, okay, what time should we meet? I told him that we're gonna be in the office tomorrow at 8 a.m. I called the lady, a local girl, and she's like, hell no, that's not on my contract. I said, I know that. It's also not on my contract. It's like, so why are you going? He said, shut up. It's like, yeah, I'm not coming. It's towards Christmas. I'm with my family. I'm not gonna come. So on holiday, we closed long time ago, so I'm not coming. I told my boss, and my boss laughed. It's like, yeah, I was expecting that. She's not coming, so it's gonna be the two of you. I couldn't say no word. I went to the office with a guy. We figured it out with that manual, looking at how to assemble a chair and a table, and we did it. It's not in our contract. I was a manager by then. So really, but I still did it. Pushed it to do it. And I knew back then that my boss would fire me on the spot should I say anything. Should I say anything, was going to fire me on the spot without hesitating. And he would brag about it, that what I like about you and other people is that you're not going to be going to the CCMA against the company, but these locals, they will just take things further and go to the CCMA, and I cannot afford that. I looked at him and like, so you take advantage of us because we're not gonna go to the system. It's like, nah, it's not taking advantage. It's you guys understand, you understand, but these local people, that's exploitation. And as a foreign national, it doesn't actually make you happy. You begin to think that my identity, everything is being stripped off me. And all those things, can affect you really negatively. To me, it took me some time to say, but I had to go through all of that. All of that because I'm a foreign national. I was treated this way because I'm a foreign national. So to local South Africans who might think that, yeah, we love that. We love the attention that we're getting. We love things like that. We don't. There is no immigrant who love that situation. we are taken advantage of. So sometimes when we see this Dudula going all out, thinking that Zimbabweans are entitled, Zimbabweans love this, and all that fight about Zimbabweans think they are special, they think that they got it all. No, it's not even that. In my language, kucha msana no kucha dumbo. You are burning, your back is burning, and the front part is burning too. Caught between a rock and a hard place. I know a lot of people, foreign nationals who worked in South Africa and companies didn't pay them. And just know you are not going to report anyway. I know that. I know people who were abused at work. I'm talking about physically abused by bosses. And these bosses know that, nah, she won't do anything or he won't do anything. And sometimes the law is not on our side. So in all this chaos, in all this dudula, in all these fights, I just hope that locals and foreign nationals find each other. All the grievances, you're taking our jobs. Sometimes they're not taking any job. I know you want to clean your country, you want to make sure that South Africans are put first. But in all of this, just to remember, there is a foreign national who is going through it all, who don't have a voice like you do. And going back home is not a choice. In all of this, let us find each other as Africans. You might be fed up. I remember a South Africa that I lived in. When I was in Limpopo working those 7 days a week, I lived with a South African family, they're Molokomes. They treated me like I was their child. It was beautiful. It was really beautiful. The local people in Schaapeng, they were so amazing. Oh, there comes our Zimbabwean. They'll try to speak to me in some broken Shona. It was amazing. But I would go to work, working for another foreign national who would treat me that way. I remember in South Africa where people would just go to the hospital and be treated for free. I remember in South Africa where it was really peaceful. I understand the influx. I understand the way things are right now. Things will never be the same. But in all of this, let's find each other. There's an elephant in the room. There's something else at play. Don't forget that. When you say aba mabahambe, don't forget that.